I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where I talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this, I want to ask you guys to please like the video, hit that like button for me real quick. I make these videos every single day for you guys. I'm happy to do so, and it definitely helps me out if you guys like the video. Obviously, you subscribing to the channel. I make these videos every single day, and I'll keep you up to date on everything crypto daily. So hit that subscribe button as well. Jumping right into the market today in crypto. Sideways. The market's bounced back a little bit. So Bitcoin is at 68.79. Overall market cap of cryptocurrency is $184 billion. This is a chart that I posted previously, probably in my trading group. And I stated, hey, when we have these parabolic moves lower, in a lot of cases, this ends with a large red candle, a bigger sell-off. And so if you look here, here's your big sell-off. And you can see that previously, yesterday, we talked about a measured move with a target in this area around 63, 66. And you can see the pretty close. You got down to about 64.34, so real close to the measured move within about $70. So this is a Bitcoin 6-hour chart. So I posted this descending triangle and talked to you guys about it. You can see, obviously, we broke down previously. The target and the measured move, which we just talked about, was hit. But it's important. This is the lower trend line of the large falling wedge that we're in on the Bitcoin daily chart, for example. Now, it's possible, like, we could still see a move down here. This is a good bounce. This bounce territory. We could get a double bottom out of this and run a lot higher. And so there's a lot of longs because of this idea. But you can't count out a move lower, so you just have to be very aware of what's going on with Bitcoin. The downside momentum is decreasing. And so I posted this in trading group just a little bit ago. The RSI was oversold. It was 21 on the 6-hour chart. You want to buy the breakout as this falling wedge, and it did break out of there previously. So, a lot of people got into this trade. This support is holding. That's good. Again, the blue MACD is curving higher. So see how it ticked higher? So as soon as that happens on a MACD, you got to front run the buy signal, right? So that's your MACD buy signal right there. As soon as they converge or start to converge. So you have to front run it. You have to assume it's going to cross. You have to make the move before the actual cross happens. So this is the hour chart, and this is what I want to go over with you in detail. So this is this orange falling wedge. Previously, we broke to the downside. We got this retest. Now, you got bullish divergence displayed here on the 1-hour chart. And you can see you got a pretty good bounce. But it's important to notice that here we're up in these circles are HVNs, or high volume nodes. And this is a VPVR, right? So wherever these high volume nodes exist, HVNs, that's where your support resistance in this case exists. So right here, we're right at the point of control, POC, this red line, and the falling wedge. So this is going to be the deciding factor for right now, right? Short term, immediately, I'm watching this. As far as if this can break higher, then come through and act as support, there's more upside. If we do get rejected, come down here, possibly fall on this support level between 67 and 6,500, and get a bounce there, you could still see a continuation of this possible uptrend. I'll talk to you more about that in just a second. So Bitcoin is looking better than it was, but it's definitely not out of the woods yet. Right? So I posted this on Twitter. Knowledge is the key to success in this market. You don't have to be the best at technical analysis to make a ton of money in this market. You just have to be better than a lot of people. Shout out to Roger Adcock. He said, hey, you better join CBC's trading group before trading this market or losing any more money. This I want to share with you. What drives me to do this every day, provide this content, keep you guys updated, have this trading group that's very successful. This gentleman sent me this message today. He said, it's been a month since I joined your group, and I want to thank you. I didn't know anything about trading in TA before I joined. Then he stated, I managed to increase my Bitcoin bag by half a Bitcoin. So, $3,500. In addition to that, he was learning the ropes, and he made about $400 or $500 in profit with a handful of small altcoin trades. If I didn't join your group, none of this would have happened. So my trading group, I've got 41 videos in a playlist. We'll teach you everything you need to know about trading this market. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's working together to trade this market. I'm very active. Every single day I'm posting repeatedly, constantly. It's all I do. And then, of course, I post profitable trading setups every single day. So it's important to know that I can show you exactly what you need to do, and I'm dedicated to make sure everybody becomes a profitable trader in this market. If you want to join my group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. If you pay for 6 months, you get 20% off. If you pay for the year in crypto, you get a 30% discount and an additional month for free. The group's cheap. It's not expensive. It's less than $2 a day. If you do want to pay with a card month to month, there's a Patreon link in the description. But don't want to be is this guy. One trader, he's down $26 million on Bitfinex this week during Bitcoin's descent from 7,200 to 6,500. He was trying to long Bitcoin in a downtrend. And the point here is there's a lot of people trying to open long positions now, or have opened a tremendous amount of people that have opened long positions. And essentially they've been trading against the trend. We're in a multi-month downtrend. It's a lot easier to trade with the trend. So you can see this is on Bitfinex. This orange line, just so you know, this is Bitcoin. Orange line's Bitcoin. And then the green and red candles is the Bitcoin longs. And so you can see Bitcoin longs are higher than they've ever been before. All-time highs by far, by about 40%. But the thing is, my point is here. Look at here, in this area right here, you can see Bitcoin longs were pretty low. Lower than they have been for over a year, right? Well, guess what happened? Bitcoin ran up to 14,000. They were completely wrong. This market doesn't do what everybody thinks it's going to do, right? Expect the unexpected in crypto. So now longs are at all-time highs. What's this market going to do? Is it going to do the opposite of what they think it's going to do? Put that out there. Now shorts, these are people that are betting Bitcoin goes down. They're stacking. Shorts are increasing. Okay, shorts are going up a lot higher right now. If you guys haven't picked up a Ledger Nano X yet, and there's a factory link that's in the description. Now, if you buy a Ledger Nano X, you get a Ledger Nano S for free, and you get a 20% off discount if you use this coupon code. So basically, for less than $100, you're going to get a Ledger Nano X and a Ledger Nano S. So you got to use discount code right here, Crypto Revolution -LTZ. I think there's probably about 60 uses left. There were 100. Nailing the bottom and the top is basically impossible. And so this is, you're looking for a series of higher highs and higher lows to confirm an uptrend. So at its core, if you guys understand one thing today, this is going to make you a lot better at trading this market. You have to remember this price action doesn't move in straight lines. You have your low, your high, your higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This is an uptrend. Okay, so you start with your high, low. Well, this high right here is lower than this high, so it's a lower high. This low is lower than this low, so it's lower low, and it's a downtrend. Here's Bitcoin previously, right? So you see high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, so now you're looking for a trend change. And basically, if you look at this, this high right here right now is possibly higher than the previous high. So all of a sudden, it's a higher high. And at its core, this is the beginning of a trend change, right? So now you need a higher low, which would be higher than this low, right? So you put in another higher low, and then a higher high is confirmed uptrend at this point, right? A lot of people buy on these higher lows. It's a buy signal in my trading group, and people have been doing amazing on these reversals because you got a lot of oversold balances. So I just wanted to share this idea to you. Like, you can't overcomplicate this, but really you're looking for the trend changes and you're buying those trend changes. Whale alert. The plot thickens. 25 million USDT was minted. Now, this is not a whole lot. It's only 25 million, but still, people want to onboard their fiat, so they buy USDT. So this is new money coming into the market to take advantage of some of these low-priced cryptos. Bitcoin price analysis. The bloodbath continues to 6,500. Is a correction nearby? And potentially, and I talk about this bullish idea 2 videos ago. If you watch that in the beginning, you'll hear the bullish idea as far as this double bottom, a move to about 8,000 is potentially possible. So we're looking for those indications, but we do need to put this bottom in. Bitcoin crashes to new 7-month low, but bounces off 6,400 support. Bulls take Bitcoin above 6,800 after it fell to its lowest level since May 11th. Bitcoin halving could produce a big bear market, says Bloomberg. How about this? You guys have heard a lot of talk of this. Maybe this Bitcoin halving is not going to be as big as the last one or the one before that. This might be bearish. Like, we've definitely seen the bears come out. And there's a lot of FUD in this market, and that's just basically what's happening. Now, speaking of Bloomberg, here, are they right all the time? No. Bloomberg predicted this. Bitcoin price is higher from here. And this was on 11/25, where Bitcoin was about $7,100, and it did run up to $7,500. And then we hit 6,400. News, Bloomberg, you want to counter trade mainstream trend. Now, potential for a bounce is we're close to it. Now, if we break lower, this falling wedge on the daily, like all bets are off, right? Immediately it changes. You have to remember one thing about this market is we're gathering data every single second of every single day, and we have to adjust accordingly. 2 years ago, Bitcoin was over 19,000. What happened? What happened? Why are we here? Why are we down here at these price levels? People took profits. That's why. People took other people's money. People sold. This gentleman stated, people were saying you shouldn't be taking profits, that you were going to miss the real pump. You're going to miss the pump. You're going to miss out, right? That FOMO factor. And you had weak hands if you're selling anything. You're weak. You're weak if you're... No, you're actually taking profits, which is essential. So there's one thing you guys know about me and this channel is the best thing you can do is take profits. You can't lose taking profits. You might miss an opportunity, but this market comes back down and it corrects itself so many times. Like, you have multiple chances. So Justin Sun gives Greta Thunberg $1 million. I read this and I said, I wonder if she really gets it. Obviously, there's been some issues with Justin Sun coming through on his promises of his giveaways. There's a Tesla that I don't even know if it's gotten actually to the person who won it, and then there was 2 people that won, all this drama surrounding it. But anyways, he promised $1 million to this young lady. Monero gets a new lead developer. So Fluffy Pony, who is the previous lead developer of Monero, Fluffy Pony, he's kind of an overweight guy, they call him Fluffy. His name's Ricardo Spagni, and he stepped down. He's going to serve as a backup. So he's going to be replaced by fellow Monero developer Snippa, going from Fluffy Pony to Snippa. It's interesting that he's stepping down and let something else take over. He's staying as part of the team, so I'm just curious what else is going on. Rita Ora promotes Bitcoin on Instagram, and she's popular. She's a singer. I believe she's from the UK. This is actually a filter, and you can see the little Bitcoin bees on her face. So it's a thing now on Instagram, the Bitcoin filter, and it just puts Bitcoin symbols all over your face. So, hey man, listen, we'll take it. Mainstream adoption, one filter on Instagram at a time. Peter Schiff, who is an infamous gold bug, he stated that Bitcoin's price crash is going to teach millennials a valuable lesson. Listen to what he says. Listen to this. The good news is that all the millennial Bitcoin holders who are about to get wiped out at Bitcoin, they're still young enough to make their money back. They'll also have a lifetime to benefit from the wisdom that comes from losing money and learning from your mistakes. I can't wait. I can't wait till Bitcoin takes off just to be like, Peter Schiff, now what? You know? So, yeah, I get so excited about the future of this market. Like, I don't really let this day-to-day stuff, like, yeah, Bitcoin's headed lower. We've known this. It's in a downtrend, right? It's important to know that don't ride these coins down to the bottom. But the best part's going to be, give us another year or two, Peter Schiff, aka Mr. Goldbug, and let's see where Bitcoin's at then. TradeShift says it's slashed border transaction costs, and they're using Ethereum. So this is a supply chain fintech startup. It's called TradeShift. They have 2 million firms on their platform, and again, they're using Ethereum for cross-border remittance. Real quick, this video, so this is a crypto payment system set up for restaurants, and it's based on the Cardano or ADA blockchain.
We're going to demonstrate our crypto payment system for restaurants based on Cardano. So as you can see, each table is identified by a unique QR code, and by scanning it, we should be able to see all items available in the menu and select as many as you want to order. After making the order, it appears in the kitchen dashboard, where the kitchen staff can see all the pending orders.
It basically completely run a restaurant order system on Cardano blockchain, so that's pretty awesome. Messari founder Ryan Selkis, he criticized the top 10 crypto teams, and he calls everybody out. Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Stellar, EOS, Tether, Binance, Chainlink, Tezos, and Tron Foundation. He says, listen, We want to know more. We want to know how you guys manage your treasuries and coordinate communications and governance, because it's important to investors and stakeholders. So CZ of Binance comes out and says, hey, what exactly do you need? What more transparency? So if we go over to Messari's website, they want to bring transparency to the crypto economy. They want to help investors, regulators, and the public make sense of this revolutionary new asset class. And they're building data tools that are going to drive informed decisions and help people make better investments. So you can go over here, Messari.io, and they have, a lot of different information about everything crypto. Ethereum long-term outlook. We could see $100 Ethereum. Like if we don't get a good bounce here, and even when we do, if we get a bounce, it's potentially just a short-term bounce. We're in a long-term, multi-month downtrend. So again, Ethereum, $100, very possible. I think Litecoin, we could see a $30 Litecoin again, potentially lower. Crypto.com allocating Stellar XLM at 50% discount for CRO stakers. So they're going to offer Crypto.com coins, which is CRO stakers, the chance to participate in the sale event. So they'll be able to pick up $500,000 US worth of XLM at a 50% discount. So we talked about Bill Pulte, who he's on Twitter and he gives away a bunch of money to help people, just random acts of kindness, right? And someone gave him $1,000 in Nano. He said, have you heard of Nano? Because he bought Bitcoin. Bill Pulte bought 11 Bitcoins, and he got 1.8 million followers on Twitter. And so Nano Good came out and said, hey, here's $1,000. Gave him $1,000 via the Nano tip bot and just wants him to give it away. It's important to know that you have to be able to share some crypto with other people to really give them the opportunity to understand more about it. So I think this is a good move for Nano. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.